Right, question number 2. Here we go. So, what's the best way to create an email sequence for weekly encouragement reminders for my course? A funnel or use the course completion email sequence? If the second option is best, how to define dates instead of lessons completed? Thank you in advance. Good question. Really like this one. You've sort of answered your own question within the question. So let me just get my screen ready. So I'm going to share my screen. So we're in courses. This is the most straightforward, assuming they're in a course, right? And I think by the nature of the question that they are in a course. So this is about encouraging them when they're in a course. One of the ways that we could do it is we go into the course. So let's just go into this one here. They've come into my course. We go across to automations. We've got our email enroll thing here. We've got our course completion sequence here. But we might want to add in maybe something a little bit different. So what we would probably want to do is go in here, and this one's got a drip notification on it. I don't necessarily want that in there, but that's fine. So I've got my access information here. Right, on this one, I'm going to go in, I'm going to edit this. So this is under my email sequence. So what I want to do is I want to send an email. Which is this bottom one here. So I want to send it on, and then I can put a date and a time on there if I want. So whatever date and time I want to send that out to. I can add another action. I can send an email here. Let me just save that. Allowed to use Zenler email addresses, naughty, naughty. Let me just change that. Yeah. Delay is required. So on, it will come up here. Just going to pick another date and then just click save. I don't like it live. So that's one way of doing it. What else can we do? We can go into a new one, and we can send an email basically however we want. So after X amount of days that they've enrolled. So we can send it 10, 20, 30 days, and we could just work out how much. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 30, etc., etc. So we could time out our email delivery on this as well. We've also got a course completion email sequence here. I don't want to save that. Let me just get rid of that. Stop. We've also got a course completion email here where we can do a number of different things as well. So the trigger is on course complete, on enroll, on course complete, on lesson complete. So we could do it on a lesson completion basis. So we could pick the lesson within the course, and then we can decide what we're going to do. So we can now, on our course completion email sequence, when they've completed a certain lesson, we can send them an email. So go and have an explore with the automations within the course area. This is going to help you out quite a lot. This is going to show you what you need to be doing, and it will guide you through it. But if you want to encourage people, you can definitely do it via email here. Another way you could do it is you could set up regular lives. So if you've got a cohort of people coming in and they've been in for 2 weeks, maybe set up a live, put it in your course. So if you set it up as a one-to-one or a live class, you can then go into your curriculum and add it in like I showed earlier, just add it in as a live, and then it will pop up, so they get notified of that as well. So that will be notified within their dashboard in the app. So that's really helpful. You could do it that way. You could, if you've added them into a course and a community, support that particular course through a dedicated community with encouragement. You can do lives in there, you can put posts in there, you can do all sorts of things to encourage people through. This is really, really helpful using the community feature on this because it doesn't disrupt the course area. Some people won't see the emails, but people are quite likely to see the community area, and therefore that will be really beneficial to you. This will help you out a lot. So there's quite a few, depends on how involved you want to be with it, whether you want to set it, forget it, and not get involved too much, or whether you want to add in a bit of a live element to it as well. I'd suggest the live element. I think it works really well. The email element, if they're not engaged with it, if they're not moving forward, might not be enough to just push them forward to get the next bit done. So just bear that in mind. You know your students' behaviour and what it is that you're teaching them, and just pick the combination that you feel will work best. So that's Quack question number 2.